Hey everybody, Rabu Gary here. Hey, am I excited to be able to spend some time with you for the next couple of moments? Typically, when you're getting maybe a presentation or as someone asks you to watch a video, they're all excited and they say, hey, this is the best thing ever that you'll ever see. Well, I want to say to you, this may very well be the best thing as far as money making that you will ever see. Okay. For what it's worth, I've been a networker for 20 years. I've retired, never to network again as far as network marketing is concerned. And I've never seen anything like this before in my life. And it's absolutely incredible. And someone probably asked you to take a look at this video so you can evaluate on your own. If you are someone who typically like to invest to make money, opposed to working hard and, blood, sweat, and tears, or running a business or running a network marketing business for that matter, you've come to the right place. And while I'm going to share some information with you, I'm going to ask you to do a couple of things. Number one, make sure you're in an environment with no distractions, because we're going to go over a lot of information. The money that you'll stand to make here is worth you taking the time to look at this information, but focus and look at it. I'll say another thing. I'd watch it all the way through, and then I'd go back and watch it with a notepad and pen and pause it and take notes along the way. It's that powerful. And I'll do my best to relay this information. Now, I do understand there are people who are watching this, you've probably never did any type of investments before. So I'll make sure you get it. And then I know that there are people who are watching this, you already invest millions of dollars. And so I'll make sure I don't bore you. Okay. But I promise you, in my tenure in the network marketing industry and being a business owner, I've made millions of dollars, but I've been broke too. In business, you do like this, you go up and down, because typically when you own a business, whether it's a traditional business or a network marketing business, you're leveraging people, okay? And the problem with leveraging people get sick, people go on long vacations, they quit, they get married, they move on, they get distracted. That's life, okay? And that always impacts your business. And it impacts the stock market because people are people. Well, we're dealing with investments here now in the crypto space, which is a little bit different. And for those who are familiar with cryptocurrency, and maybe you're not familiar with cryptocurrency, but you're familiar with this name and you can look it up. Now, she's not giving any endorsements here, but this is public information. Oprah, whether you like her or not, Oprah invested $100 million in cryptocurrency and made $500 million. Now, I don't know about you guys, that's a good return of your money. And so what I'm going to go over is absolutely incredible. And there are other people making money in the crypto space. Maybe you've been one of them. I have friends who've made millions of dollars before I even stepped into this arena. And for many of you, it's new, but it's simple. And you're going to put yourself in a position to make a ton of money. Now, for what it's worth, I currently, I'm a facilitator of a portfolio of investments. And I have thousands of people. We range over 30,000 people who started in these investment programs, and they're making tons of money. Everyday average people. They paid off their cars, their homes, they paid their kids' way through college. And prior to this investment group, they were everyday middle class people. Some of them make a lot of money, but they weren't making money this easy, okay? And a good friend of mine by the name of Jeremy Roma, he took wind of what I was doing, and he said, wow, man, you've created something amazing. And he was just looking at how people were happy, how so many people were making money. Now, Jeremy and myself, we've been part of the networking industry for years. We've stayed great friends. He's an incredible mind. He has an incredible mind. I call him like Rain Man, okay? He has an incredible mind and a huge heart. And he started, another business of his own. And he had a good friend in there, and they worked together, and it did well. But nonetheless, people tend to move on. And, and I went on to other things, co-authored some books, made a lot of money, blah, blah, blah. But we found our way back together. And he took a look at this investment portfolio that I put together. And he said, look, man, I got something that I think can add to your portfolio. So before you look at anything else, hold on for a second. And his timing was perfect because we were about to add another phase to our portfolio. And so he said, man, I have the best one that you'll ever see. And he started to tell me the story, and a very good story. He and a gentleman named Edward, connected with a lady named Dr. Anna. You'll hear about her. A little bit about Dr. Anna before we open the slides here. This young lady, when she was 19, she broke a mathematical equation, a problem that hadn't been broken for 37 years. And at the age of 19, they made her a professor of a university. She went on for the last 20 years to be the top person pretty much in the world when it comes to AI technology in the fintech space, in the financial space. And she's helped people make billions of her portfolio. They're managing billions of dollars. Okay. And you'll get a chance to see that as we go along. And you'll hear about how we got together and how with Dr. Anna's, her pedigree, what she's done, and Jeremy's mind, and some different groups of networks, companies, and leaders, we're coming together and put something that's amazing in place for you and your family. And so what I'm going to do, I'm going to share my computer, share my screens. I'll block out my video. You won't need to see me. And I'm going to walk you through some things. And as I mentioned, I'm going to take my time and go through this. And I would recommend that, again, maybe you pause the video right now. You get yourself in the space. I wouldn't be watching this if I'm driving in a car, if I'm sitting at a kid's sporting event or something like that. I would take the time that this deserves, because many of you will make more money than you've ever made. And so again, be focused when you watch this. Afterwards, then have some fun, do a backflip, whatever, and then get back to the person who got you this video and say, what do I need to do because I'm in, okay? And so let me go ahead and share my screen. Okay, and bingo. And we're gonna go ahead and open this in Keynote. Now, I'm not the best computer savvy person when it comes to Keynote or any other stuff. What I will do, I'll go ahead and mute my video. Let's see if I can do that. If it's gonna allow me. Let me escape real quick. Sorry about that, guys. Okay, I need to see my cursor. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna pull up one of them little anecdote things, so that way you guys can follow me. Where's the little spotlight? Okay, I'll do the spotlight thing. What color will I pick? Okay, let's see if this stays on when I go into presentation mode. Then we'll use this. Nope, don't like that. And let's go back over here. We won't go with the arrow. We'll go with a mouse. Let's try the mouse. Okay, we're gonna go with the mouse. We'll go with the spotlight. Nope, not the arrow. There we go. Mouse confusing. Okay, let me open system preferences. Nah, I don't want to do that. Okay, so I'm just gonna normally just walk you guys through this, and we'll see how it pans out. Because again, I'm not a Zoom aficionado. No, we're gonna stop. Damn. Stop the recording. All right, now let's go ahead and put this into presentation mode. And there we go. You know what I'll do? I'll mute out my video because you guys won't need to see me. I'll be back. And let's mute video. Okay, and so here we go, ladies and gentlemen. True AI starts here. We're going to talk about this amazing program. Now, okay, let me get the button to go forward. Okay, how do I advance this thing? There we go. So D.AI.SY. D.AI.SY is the name of the platform, and I'll give you a lot of detail about D.AI.SY. You're going to love this. So what is D.AI.SY? D.AI.SY is a disruptive crowd fund for breakthrough technologies. A smart contract, not a company. Now let me spend some time there. It's a smart contract. There's no ownership. There's no customer service. There's no upline if you're in network marketing. There's no products. There's no services. There's no inventory. There's no shipping. It's a smart contract, okay, which is very, very important. A model that gives every member profits, equity, and income. It's a decentralized model that's not controlled by no one. So once you have your D.AI.SY platform, it's yours. And you can do whatever you want to do with it. Many of you are going to use it to make a ton of money, okay? But you can even share it with another company if you choose to, or integrate it into something that you're already doing. Now, currently crowdfunding D.AI.SY AI project. Now, D.AI.SY AI development. Now, that's very important. We have D.AI.SY now, but then we have D.AI.SY AI that's in the very near future. Now, what is D.AI.SY AI? Decentralized AI system being developed by a company called Endotech, and we'll talk about Endotech. D.AI.SY AI is the next generation of Endotech's AI trading technology. D.AI.SY AI will multiply Endotech's existing platform by 4x. That means 4 times. D.AI.SY AI is the first project capitalized by D.AI.SY Crowd Fund. That's who we are. 85% of trading profits are rewarded to D.AI.SY members. That's who you are. And D.AI.SY AI is Endotech's path to becoming a public company. And that will be music to your ears as we go along. Now, who is Endotech? Endotech is a financial technology company founded by Dr. Anna Becker. Now, I talked a little bit about Dr. Anna Becker earlier when I mentioned at the age of 19, she solved a mathematical problem that took 37 years to solve, guys. She's like borderline genius, okay, if not genius. Well, for the last 20 years, she's been successful in the fintech space and AI trading systems. Like, she's the best, like the Michael Jordan of what she does, okay, or the Ellen of what she does. She billions in AI tradings for top financial institutions. So there are billions of money out there that she already brokers for top financial institutions. It's the first technology partner for the D.AI.SY crowd fund. So with our crowd fund, we partnered with Dr. Anna and Endotech. The first time a partnership of this magnitude has ever been done. She's never partnered with affiliate groups, with network marketing groups and things of that nature, but she decided to partner with us and we decided to partner with her. Now, global company headquartered in Israel. So this is not a United States based company. So what does that mean for the people of the United States? We're following the rules and government regulations of Israel, not the FTC and the SEC. And we're dealing with crypto. And as we all know, crypto is decentralized. In our case, we're on the blockchain and it's not regulated. And that's very, very important. And so you take that for whatever that means to you. I'm excited about that. Now, this is, again, the roadmap to the publicly traded fourth quarter in 2021 when Endotech will publicly trade along with D.AI.SY. Now, crowdfunding rewards. The partnership that was made with Dr. Anna and my good friend Jeremy Roma, okay, they were able to develop, or Jeremy and a crew was able to develop a crowdfunding reward program where not only will you have an opportunity to trade your money with Endotech on Dr. Anna's platform, okay, it'll trade for you. You don't have to learn any trading. It'll trade for you and your returns will be staggering. I'll show you that in a moment. But you'll also get to participate in a crowdfunding rewards program. Now, there are 10 crowdfunding reward packs that you can choose from starting at $100. 50% of packs 1 through 7 and 70% of packs 8 through 10 go into trading. Okay, so when you purchase a pack, and I'll explain this in a little bit more detail. When you purchase a pack, 50%, depending on the pack that you purchase, 70%, depending on the pack that you purchase, go into trading, where your money's making money for you. Now, 70% of trading profits are rewarded back to the contributor, which is amazing. 15% of trading profit goes into the residual rewards. We'll talk about that. Every member gets shares of Endotech at 5% equally. We'll talk about that. Endotech stock. Referral plan pays out 46% to the members, and referral plan funds the $10 million project of D.AI.SY AI. And that's a big deal. So as we make money in our referral plan, we're also helping to fund the AI project that Endotech is putting together. We're excited about that. Now, let's give you some real life numbers of what to expect. Now, if you are that person and you're looking just to invest your money, that's it. You don't want to refer anyone. You just want to invest your money, mind your business, get your returns, go about your business. We're here for you. Now, why is this pretty popular? You know, there are a lot of people today who are looking more so to invest. You know, I've been in direct sales for years and network marketing for years, and I would go to people and I would talk to them about selling products and selling services. And many people like, I don't know. Now, some people did, obviously, because I've helped thousands of people make a lot of money, but the majority of people didn't want to sell anything. They didn't want to recruit anybody. They didn't want to market any services. And then a lot of people in that industry hated it in itself because it was so, and I'm one of them. I retired from that industry because it was so much pressure, you know, to move a product or sell someone else's product or motivate people to sell a product. And I frankly had to walk away from it, you know, to preserve my health, you know, and my livelihood, to be honest with you. And so when I found that and everyone has been invested in different things, you know, you may be watching this, you may be invested in the stock market, which can be volatile. You may have a 401k at your job. You may have some CDs, maybe IRA. Maybe you're dealing with one of the companies like Robinhood or Acorn. You're trying to make your money on your money, okay? And if you're real good, you might have a long-term life insurance that may yield you 7 to 10%. Maybe you're part of a hedge fund that may yield you 15 to 25%. Maybe you're great in real estate. You're like a real estate guru. And maybe, you can yield yourself, I don't know, 75 to 100%. Well, ladies and gentlemen, Endotech has proven for years to get a return on their investors' income, okay, of anywhere between 300 to over 1,500%. Now, I want to make this very clear. If you were to walk up the street and, find your way to Endotech, there's a $125,000 fee in order to have them trade for you. And you have to start at $1 million. So if you don't have $125 to pay them to start trading for you so you can get these amazing returns, and if you don't have $1 million to start with, you're not going to be able to partner with them. Well, because of this partnership that Jeremy Roma, put together with Dr. Anna, we now can do business with Endotech, and they'll trade with our group starting at $100. And this is amazing. And so here's a real life example. If you can look at the screen with me, and I'll take my little cursor here. Here's someone, this is real life. Someone who invested, into Endotech on September 1st. This is inverted if you live in the States. So September 1st, by November the 9th, okay, which is just 2 months and 10 days, they invested $1,000. That $1,000 gave them a 297% return. Right then and then, they could have taken their money out if they chose to. That profit was $29,000. Okay, now here's the total, $39,000, but a profit of $29,000. Ladies and gentlemen, that's 2 months and 10 days. Now, we'll have the same availability to you as well. So if you're that person and you're watching this, you say, look, I just want to invest my money. Your referral program sounds nice. That's not for me. I just want to invest my money. This is what you're going to look forward to. Now, I want you to understand something. This is just one of the platforms that they're trading our money on. They have 4 different ones. So this is just one. Now, I want you to look at the annual returns. Now, if you decided to take your money out, in 2 months and 10 days, great. It traded at about 300%. Okay, you can access your funds whenever you want to. But if you want to let it roll, okay, look at the annual returns. That's 1,577% annually. So let's put that in perspective. That same $10,000, at 1,500% turns into $150,000. If it was $100,000 at 1,500%, that turns into $1.5 million. This is amazing. And we now have an opportunity to participate in this arena. And we don't have to come to the table with $125,000 cash or $1 million to get started. The everyday average person like you and I who are looking at this right now has a chance to make so much money and have your money work for you. And so let's talk about the referral plan. Okay. Now, again, if you're that person, you don't want to refer anybody. You don't want to talk to anybody. Okay. Once you purchase your crowdfunding pack, you let that crowdfunding pack do what it does, and you just make your money, take your money out and, ride off in the sunset. Okay. Or reinvest as frequently as you choose to. But if you're that person like me, if I'm making money, I want my family members and my friends to make money. And I'm not going after people saying, hey, man, you got to join us. No. Just recently, I had a simple conversation with a friend. We were talking about kids. I'm a basketball coach. We were talking about basketball. We're talking about family. And, we're about to go to Dubai. And he said, yeah, you're going to Dubai? How's that? He's like, isn't that your second time going? I said, yes, my second time going. He's like, really? I said, man, what are you doing? I said, look, man, I joined an investment group. Like where people are making anywhere between, 300, to 1,500% on their money and making compounding profits. He's like, what? I said, yeah. And I sent him a link. That's it. I didn't run after him and say, hey, man, you need to join my deal. And, we're going to sell these products. We're going to sell these services. I didn't send him a link that said, hey, there's a startup cost of X amount of dollars. I didn't send him a link that said, hey, you got to pay a monthly fee every month. You have to be on a training every week. You have to watch a webinar every 2 days. No. I let him know that, hey, I invested in a platform and this is the money that we're making. And he jumped in like immediately. And I used him as an example because that's a real life example. But to be honest with you, I said that to over 2,500 people starting back in May 28th of 2020 during the pandemic. And now we're well over 30,000 people who've made money hands over fist in similar programs, but nothing like you're about to experience. And so as I stated when I started, every once in a while you hear someone that says, hey, this is the best thing I've ever seen. Well, I promise you, this will hands down be the best thing that you'll ever see. And so let's jump into it. So as I stated before, and just to reiterate this, you can purchase a pack that starts as low as $100. Now packs 1 through 7, 50% goes into the D.AI.SY fund for trading. Packs 8 through 10, 70% goes into the D.AI.SY fund for trading. Now 70% of all trading profits are rewarded back to you. That's important. Historically, annual returns are as high as 1,500%. We showed you a real life graph where people were making, and it was over 1,500%. Now, 15% of all trading profit goes into the referral residual plan. Plus, you get stock in Indotech, 5% shares equally. Up to 46% of upfront payout goes into the referral plan. The referral plan funds the 10 million D.AI.SY AI development that that's coming about in the very near future. Now, here's a little disclaimer. Even though their track record is impeccable, we have to say this. Past performance does not guarantee future results. Okay, as we got past that. Now, this is how the referral plan works. There's instant payout up to 46%, as I mentioned. You have upfront income. There's a 3x10 force matrix. I'll explain it. If you understand a matrix, it'll blow your mind. We have personal referral bonuses, matrix check match, global crowd fund bonus, infinity crowd fund bonus. That's all upfront money. Now, as people are having their money trade for them and they decide to take their money out, because why will people take their money out when their money's trading for them? To pay bills, to send their kids to school, whatever, And so when they're taking their money out, you get compensated as well. That's going to blow your mind when you see that. So 10 generations of unilevel trading bonuses when people take their money out. 5 generations of bonus check match. You're like, what is this? Wait till you see it. When people take their money out, infinity trading bonuses, and a Paysetter equity bonus as well. Now, let's talk about the packs. This is how they go. So for what it's worth, everyone starts with a 100 pack. Now, you can buy all packs at one time, but you have to buy all packs. You can't jump the line. So if you came to me and say, Rabu, this sounds amazing. I'd like to invest $3,200. Can I buy pack 6? No, you can't. Entry level 6. No, you can't. You have to start with the fund. You have to start the crowd fund with pack 1, pack 2, pack 4, pack 3, pack 4, so on and so forth. And so for an example, let's say, I want to invest up to entry pack 4. I want to crowd fund because this is a crowd fund, guys. So for what it's worth, for technical purposes, we have to use the word crowd fund because that's what it is. I might slip up every once in a while and say invest, okay? But no, we're crowd funding a program. I want to make that very, very clear. Okay, and so here again, I get involved and I say, you know what? A friend of mine brings this to my attention. I said, I have maybe have $2,000 to purchase packs. So I'll get the 100, the 200, the 400, the 800, okay? And if I had about $200, that's about $1,500. So I'm $1,500 in. What happens with my $1,500? 750 of it trades for me until it reaches 300 to excess of 1,500%, depending on how long I keep my money in, okay? All right? The other 750 goes into the referral plan or the D.AI.SY crowd fund plan. And then I also get 15 shares. Now, there are other packs. You can purchase pack 7, pack 8, all the way up to pack 9. For what it's worth, my wife and I'm not telling you how to spend your money, but we're purchasing up to pack 10. That's a total of $102,000. There's a reason why we're doing that. Thank God that we're liquid where we can do it. And I want you to understand something. Even if based on the example that I showed you guys, if we purchased a pack, all the way up to packs that equal $100,000, our return on our investment, based on the example, real life example I showed you, in a couple of months would be $300,000. But if we let it ride out for a year, we're talking about $1.5 million, which is ridiculous. And it's happening for people every day. Now it can happen for you. So those are the packs, as you can see. So you get in where you fit in, okay? You buy whatever packs you can afford, but again, you can't jump the line. You can add all these packs to a cart. You hit the button, add to cart, bingo, and now you have your packs, and they're trading for you immediately. Now, on to the next slide. Now, remember I talked about that person who doesn't want to refer anybody. And there are a lot of people like that. You know, I like to put my money somewhere where it can grow with me, but I don't, you know, even though I would like my family members and friends to make money, I don't want to bother them. I'm an introvert. I want to make my money, go about my business. Okay. If that's you, that's fine. So this is what happens. Even if you don't tell anyone, there's still a forced matrix that you participate in. And what that means is there's a potential for you to get spillover, meaning, let's just say, for example, I told you, okay? He's like, yeah, Rabu, I love to invest my money. And then, but I know a lot of people and I love people and I think people love me. And I go tell all the folks who've made money with me before. And I tell those folks, but I told you first. And I tell those folks and they say, Rabu, I'm in. Well, many of those folks are going to fall into what's called your matrix. And there's nothing you can do about it, but just take the money. So what do I mean by that? And so this is you on the first level. You didn't talk to anyone, but I did. And after I referred you, I went and referred a couple of people. Let's say 3 of those people fell into your matrix. You don't know them. Well, let's say you went out and you just got the $100 pack and those 3 people got the $100 pack. You'll make $12. You'll make 4% on each one of their packs. But let's say you got pack 1 through 7 and those 3 people got pack 1 through 7. You don't know them, but you'll still pick up $1,500. Is that amazing? Well, let's say you got pack 8 through 10. And those people got packed 8 through 10, you'll pick up $5,300 plus the $1,500. Is this amazing? Well, even though you didn't refer anybody, you also get paid on level 2. That's right. So I want you guys to get this. So you didn't refer anybody. You're one of my friends. You're very conservative. You don't want to, you don't want to talk to anybody. You just want to make your money. Or you're that person. Well, let me see if it makes money for me first before I tell anybody. That's fine. And so again, you made your investment. Your money's making money for you. But I went in and I brought in 13 people. Well, 12 of those people, the first 3 and the other 9 that I referred will be within your matrix. And if those 9 people go out and because you purchased pack 10, they all went out and purchased pack 10, you picked up that $36 plus that 12. Well, if those 9 people went out and purchased pack 1 through 7, because you purchased pack 1 through 7, you picked up the $4,500 plus the $1,500. If those same 9 people went out and purchased pack 8 through 10, and you purchased pack 8 through 10 as well, you picked up $16,000. So you made the $1,500, the $5,300, the $4,500 plus the $16,000, and you didn't refer one person. You know what this is going to do? This is going to trigger you to like, man, I need to refer some people, okay? Because then let's say you decide, well, I could refer a couple of people. Heck, let me tell my sister, let me tell my brother, let me tell my parents, whatever. And you tell them, you tell 3 people. Between the 3 of them, they say, wait a minute, Rabu, you mean to tell me all I have to do is invest my money, mind my business, and it's going to make X amount of return for me? You say, yeah. And so they decide to invest their money. Well, as long as they do $1,000 investments collectively, not each, as long as the 3 investments that they do add up to $1,000 collectively, you're now qualified to get paid on 27 people in your matrix. So those 27 people that you don't know, but they came from me, okay? They all go out and just get pack 1. You make $81. Great, because you got pack 1. But they got pack 1 through 7. You made $10,000 off of those 27 people that you didn't know. Plus, remember, you made the $4,500 plus the $1,500. You didn't know them. But because you got pack 7 and all of them got pack 7, you made 10 grand. Is that crazy? Well, you got pack, you said, you know what, I'm going to invest up to pack 10. Or I'm going to use some of this money I made. Okay. And I'm going to invest up to pack 10. Well, you do that. Now you picked up an extra 36,000. Remember, you got the 16 and the 5,000. But you didn't know these 27 people. You only had 3 people involved. And between the 3 of them, they did 1,000 in crowdfunding. And as a result, you made all the money off these folks in the matrix. Now I could go through each one of these, but for the interest of time, I won't. But let's jump down here to pack 7. Okay, generation 7 rather. So, you're a generation 7. How'd you get a generation 7? You refer 15 people. You said, man, look, this thing is getting sweet to me. You refer 15 people. Think about this. Who don't you know who wouldn't want to make money on their money without selling, without startup costs, without monthly fees, without trainings, without traveling, just minding their business, doing what they do, go to their job, whatever, chill with their family. But 15 people decide to invest or fund this or fund this project. And between those 15 people, they all funded $16,000 each, not each, collectively. Well, now you qualify to get paid on 2,000 people in the matrix. And again, if I brought you on board, I'm bringing people in the matrix, just so you know. This is not a hypothetical. You know, I'll personally bring about 30,000 people in the matrix day one. This is not a hypothetical. This is real. And so if some of those people fell into your matrix, 2,000 of them, and let's just say, for example, you only got the $100 pack and all of them got the $100 pack, you'll pick up $6,000. That's crazy. Plus, you got the 2,000 plus the 7 plus the 243. You guys get this? But if you purchase packs 1 through 7 and all of them purchase pack 1 through 7, and you brought on 15 people who collectively only invested 16,000 between the 15 of them, that's about 1,100 each. I hope you guys are getting this. And you purchase all the way to pack 7, and they purchase all the way to pack 7, you make $833,000 plus the 277, plus the 92, plus the 30, plus the 10. Do you guys get this? But if you purchase up to pack 10, and they all purchase up to pack 10, that's $2.9 million. Plus the 979, plus the 326, plus the 108. You guys get, this is amazing. Now, how do you max out this matrix? Fairly simple. And I want to be brutally honest with you. When I was talking to Jeremy and I was talking to his good friend Edward, you know, and Edward, you know, basically put this part together, and they wanted to make the qualifications just 20, if you chose to refer people. They said, hey, we want to make it easy for everybody. Let's just make it 24 people. And I was looking at this. I was like, are you guys crazy? Do you know how many people are going to refer 24 people in their sleep? They're like, no, Rabu, typically in the network marketing industry, people only refer 2 people if they do that. I said, guys, this is not network marketing. I said, I have thousands of people who referred 50 or 100 people because they refer people to investing. And I even opened up some of my back offices and showed them. And you guys want to thank them whenever you see them. But they stood fast to this 24. They said, Rabu, we get it, but we want to make it easy for the every average day person. I was like, okay. And so that's what they did. 24 people, that's it. And some of you will refer 24 people your first minute. Or you already probably have them in line waiting for our launch date, if this is not the launch date already. But 24 people who collectively between the 24 just go out and fund $5,300 each, which is nothing. That qualifies you to get paid on 59,000 people in the matrix. Well, let's just say those 59,000 people only got the $100 pack, because you only got the 100 pack. Oh, darn, you're only going to make 238,000 plus the 78, plus the 19, plus the 6. You guys get it all the way back up to 12. But if those same 59,000 people got packs 1 through 7, because you got pack 1 through 7, you'll pick up $29 million plus 9.9 million plus 2.4 million. This is ridiculous. My wife is starting to call this the new normal. She said, Rabu, stop calling it crazy. Stop calling it ridiculous. Just start calling it the new normal. And so again, if we were referred up to, let's say within that matrix, those people purchase packs 8 through 10. Again, they purchase pack 8 through 10. Now you make $105 million. I hope this isn't scaring you guys. And like I stated earlier, this may be the most money you've ever seen. And we've talked to some top large companies that's going to take this, and many of them are international outside the United States. They're going to take this project and just connect it right into their companies. And this is amazing. And you don't have to do anything, but you can build something like this. And so to max out the matrix, now the matrix max out when it's 10 levels and it's all filled out. Maxing out the matrix is $198 million. I'm letting you know right now, you've heard me say this. I'm 100% locked and loaded on knocking out this matrix, within my first 6 months. And why is that attainable? Because who wouldn't want to make 300 to 1,500% on their money? everyone you know. And again, it's on the blockchain. It's full transparency. It's not regulated. Okay, it's decentralized. No one has their hand in your money. Now, let me read this little disclaimer, very important at the bottom. The matrix is locked to 10 generations. Earned from all investment packs bought on any qualified generation. Unqualified commissions do not hold or compress. However, higher packs fully compress when purchased. What does that mean? It means in simple. Let's say this full matrix fills out down to 10 levels, and someone comes in on your 11th level. If all those 10 levels are filled out, you're not going to get paid on that 11th level person. The person on your second level will get paid on that 11th level person because that's their 10 level. You got me? Let me say it again. If this maxes out and someone comes in on your 11th level in the matrix and they invest, you're not going to get paid on them because the matrix locks at 10 levels. But whoever's on your second level, if somebody comes in on your 11th level, that's their 10th level. You guys get it? Okay. Now, let's say, for example, and remember I talked about you getting a pack, what pack you get determines what pack you're going to get paid on. Let's say, for example, you got packs 8 through 10. But there are people within this matrix that fell in your matrix that didn't get packs 8 through 10. They only got packs, better example. You bring me on board. You got packs 8 through 10. I couldn't afford to get packs 8 through 10, so I got packs 1 through 4. But then in the matrix, there are people in my matrix, and you'll be able to see in your matrix, guys. You'll be able to look down in your matrix and see who's there, not their names, not their email, but you'll see their wallet address. That's all, is a wallet address. So you'll be able to look down in that matrix and see who's there and say, wait a minute, I have all these people underneath me, but I'm not getting paid on them because I didn't buy the same pack. But if you're above me and you did 10 packs, I only did 4 packs, and there are people in the matrix underneath me who did 10 packs, I'm only going to get paid on their first 4 packs, and you'll get paid on the 5th pack, the 6th pack, the 7th pack, the 8th pack, the 9th pack, and the 10th pack, because it'll bypass me and it'll compress up to the person who has the highest pack. That's insane. That's incredible. And so as we move along, and just so you know, this is just one part of the referral plan. Now, there's a bonus. Now, let me make this very clear. This is a smart contract. And so once this is programmed in, it cannot be changed. Again, it's on the blockchain. So it's 100% transparent. For those who are familiar with the blockchain, you know what that means. It's open to everyone. It's 100% transparent, 100% trust. That's important. So because this is a smart contract, unlike direct sales companies like insurance companies, car sales companies, network marketing companies, they change promotions to get people to sell more products and sell more services. Well, here they can't change it. And they've only tied in 2 promotions into this whole smart contract. Here's the first one. If you go out your first 30 days, whatever you do in your first 30 days, and you refer some people, whatever amount of people you refer, whatever matrix level that you unlock, they're going to bump you to the next matrix level for free. That's amazing. And it's unlocked for life. So an example, let's say you go out and you make it to matrix level 4 because you referred 6 people only. That's all you referred, was 6 people. Okay. And between those 6 people, they funded about $2,000. That means typically you would get paid on 81 people who are in your matrix. Well, because of this promotion, if you do it within 30 days, even though you qualify for level 4, they're going to bump you down as if you qualify for level 5, and you'll be able to get paid on 243 people that's in your matrix. You guys get this? I won't repeat that, but it's real simple. Okay. Now, if you want to unlock the entire matrix, you go out and you bring on 24 people who want to invest their money. Not 24 people want to refer people, just 24 people want to invest their money. If they want to refer people, great, but they don't have to. You bring in those 24 people. Between those 24, they go out and they collectively, bring in $128,000 in revenue, just so you guys know, which is incredible. Okay. And now you're qualified to get paid on 59,000 people in the matrix. If you do that, you also make 1.1% of the global crowd fund bonus. Now, I want you to understand this. Some of you big leaders in companies, there's breakage in every darn. Breakage means, let's just say, I'm top to the company, or I'm top in this position, and I bring on 500 people on my front line for whatever's worth. And for those who don't understand network marketing lingo, what I'm saying is that there's money that'll pass me, that'll go directly to the company. That money will go into a pool, and you get a chance to get parts of that pool by hitting this simple bonus. So the company's generating money. Well, we don't even want to use company. The position is generating money that'll pour right back down to you. And because this is a smart contract, you don't have to work 30 days. If you hit this level, if you bring on 24 people, whatever you do, the moment you do it, you're paid instantly. You don't have, there's nobody to push a button at the end of 30 days, say, okay, they hit the promotion, hit the button, give them the shares, give them the money. No, you're paid instantly because it's a program, okay, that can't be broken, which is incredible. And so as we move along, let's talk about, reiterate qualifications. So again, this is you. You don't want to recruit anybody. You don't want to refer anybody. You just want to fund your project, make your money at a minimum of $100, up to $100,000 if you want to. Well, again, you'll have 3 people fall into your matrix. You don't have to qualify. You'll also have 9 people fall into your matrix, and you potentially get paid on those folks. Got it? Now, remember the requirements. If you want to get paid on more than those 2 levels, you go out, you bring in 3, refer 3. They do a minimum investment of $1,000 collectively. Now, again, you get paid on 27 people in the matrix. We could skip down here to 8. You know, you go out and you refer 18 people. Between the 18 of them, they collectively, you know, fund 32,000. You now get paid on 6,500 people that are in your matrix. This is insane. So as we move along, and I have to read this for technical reasons, in order to get paid on any entry-level pack, you must upgrade that same entry-level pack or higher. Okay? So again, if you bring me on board and you purchase a $100 pack, but I purchased the $100 pack and the $200 pack, you're going to get paid on the $100 pack, but you're going to be locked out of the $200 pack. But you'll be able to look down in your matrix and see a lot of people who got a higher pack, but you're not going to get paid on them. Now, those people won't disappear. They'll still be in your matrix, but you'll need to upgrade before they upgrade again so you can catch the payment next time. Now, again, in order to get paid on generations 3 through 10, you must meet the personal referral requirements. Now, as we move along, this is to reiterate it again to make sure you fully understand. And as I stated earlier in this presentation, take the time to watch this, pause it, take some notes, go back, because the better understanding you hear, the higher probability of you making a lot of money, okay? Now, when anyone gets involved, we have to start the 100 pack. And this is just another example to make sure we nail this in. So let's just say you purchased a 100 pack. And everybody in that matrix purchased a 100 pack because you qualified. You know, everybody in that matrix purchased a 100 pack. You're only going to get paid on those 100 packs. You're going to be locked out on anyone in that matrix who purchased a 200 pack until you upgrade. You'll be locked out on anybody who purchased a 400 pack until you upgrade. And I'll read to you. In order to get paid on any investment pack brought in your matrix, you must first upgrade to that investment pack or higher. I'll read it again. Each entry level that you buy lets you earn when those same entry packs are brought within your matrix. Your investment level determines the packs you earn from in the matrix. So whatever you fund into the crowd determines the pack that you earn in the matrix. And then lastly, higher entry packs bought in the matrix will compress up to the next qualified member. So long as the person's qualified and they have a higher entry pack, that money is going to compress up to them because you didn't qualify and you didn't buy a higher entry pack. So what does this do? This alone motivates you and I to make sure that we have the highest entry pack possible so we don't miss out on any money, and that we refer as many people as possible, up to 24, so we don't miss out on any money. You with me? That's why my wife and I, remember when I stated, my wife and I were starting with $100,000 worth of packs. Why? We don't want to miss out on a red penny. We're going to refer 24 people. Why? Because we don't want to miss out on a red penny. So you want to maximize the qualifications as soon as possible. Now, as we move along, here's another way that we're paid. This is very important. Let's say you only have enough money to start with $100 fund. That's all you have is $100. That's all you have. But you refer me and I have 100 grand. Well, guess what? You're going to get paid on every pack I purchase, 5% on every pack, even though you didn't have the same amount of packs. These are personal referrals. So anybody you personally refer, you'll get paid 5% on whatever packs that they purchase. That's amazing. There's no qualifications for that. Also, matrix check match. So remember how I showed you in the matrix, you can make 10 million, you can make 100 million, you can make 200,000 in the matrix. Well, let's say you referred me and I'm in your matrix and I make $200,000 in one day. You'll make 10% of that. You'll pick up a quick $20,000 immediately within nanoseconds. This is a smart contract. It's programmed that way. So as long as you brought me on board, no matter what my matrix check is, and you don't have to qualify for this, no matter what my matrix check is, you get a 10% check match on every dime I make in the matrix. Well, you're not only going to bring me on board, you're going to bring on a ton of people, because who doesn't want to make money on their money? And when those people get a matrix check, you'll get a 10% check match on everyone you brought in. This is amazing. And so as we move along, let's talk about the money on the back end. So everything we just talked about is contingent on people investing to make money on their money. That's it. Every dime we just talked about was pretty much contingent on people investing to make money on their money. Now, if they refer some people, you'll make more money and they'll make more money. Got it? Now we're talking about when people make money on their profits. Whenever people make money on their trading profits, you get paid again. I know, that's crazy. Here's a simple example that I give. Let's say you walk into Macy's. Hopefully there's Macy's International. People know what I'm talking about. You walk into a retail store, okay? And you want to buy a pair of shoes. So you walk into this retail store and someone buys a pair of shoes. That establishment will make money when you buy a pair of shoes. Well, how would you feel if that establishment made money when you walked out their door? That's how it works here. Think about that. Let's say you own the Macy's or the retail place. You own the retail place. Somebody comes in, they buy a pair of shoes. You make a ton of money. You make whatever you make on those shoes. But when they walk out your door, the moment they walk out your door, you get paid again. How many of us want to open a retail store if we paid that way? Everybody would. Well, that's how our plan works. That's how this program works. So when people invest their money and they make a profit on their money, whether it's 300%, 1,500%, whatever, when they choose to take their money out, and they can take it out whenever they want to, whenever they take their money out, the program will charge 30% to them whenever they take their money out, and portions of that 30% goes to you in the referral plan, and a portion of it goes to the D.AI.SY project. I want you guys to get this. And so, for example, if I'm a person, I made $300,000 on my money or $100,000 on my money, and when I take my money out, I made $100,000 profit, $30,000 is going to stay in there. I don't care. You know, I only put a little bit in to make the $100,000 anyway. $30,000 going to stay in there. Well, that $30,000 gets split up and it rolls into the comp plan. So this is how it works. And so residual income pays out when any member withdraws their trading profits. It pays on trading profits for all members on each level, down to 10 as you see. Levels 1 through 2 are automatic with no referral requirements, which we talked about before. Levels 3 through 10 have to follow the matrix rules. Full dynamic compression pays to qualified members. Okay, that's very important. Pays up to qualified members, and there's no limit to the trading profit residual income. So let's use this example again. You brought me on board. Now, I put money in so I can make money on my money. I didn't want to talk to anybody. I just wanted to make money on my money. Something happens and I need to take my money out next week. When I take my money out, whatever my profits are, you get paid 1% on whatever my profits are. If I let it roll for a year and my profits are $1.5 million because I put in 10,000, when I take my profits out, you get 1% of that $1.5 million, which I believe is like $15,000. That's incredible. Are you guys with me? That's incredible. But it's not just me. For those, now I'm going to speak to those who understand network marketing. Some of you don't, because you're like, I've never done network marketing, don't want to do network marketing. I want to invest my money. That's why you're here today. But for people who understand network marketing, I'm going to talk to you and I'm going to try to explain this to people who don't understand. So you see here when it says levels? Well, let me use some movie stars to help you out. Well, you bring on Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson brings on Ellen. Ellen brings on Beyonce. Beyonce brings on Jay-Z. Okay. Jay-Z brings on Flav. Okay. He brings on Flav. Okay. You guys get me. So what happens here? When these folks take out their money, you didn't bring them on. You only brought on, the first person, Mike Tyson. You didn't bring on Beyonce, Jay-Z, Oprah, Flav, whatever. You didn't bring on these people. But when these people take out their money, you get 1% on their money too. This is crazy. Now, remember, you got to qualify from levels 3 down through 10, but as long as you qualify, you pick up 1% whenever they take out their money. Whenever. Now, what's great about this, let's say you're the only one that qualified. Level 3, let's say you qualified so you can get paid on all 10 levels. But everyone else in your unit level, they didn't qualify yet. So level 4, 5, 6, 7, none of these didn't qualify, but they decided to take out their money. All of these percentage rolls up to the next qualified person. That's called dynamic compression. So you won't just get 1%, you'll get the percentages that the other people didn't qualify for. This is staggering. And these percentages add up because people are going to be making so much money, funding the project. They'll be taking their money out. As these percentages add up, you'll make a ton of money in these little percents when people take their money out. Why will people take their money out, guys? To pay their bills, to get debt free, to live a lifestyle, to move there, to change their zip code, to put their kids in better schools. Are you with me? People are going to be taking their money out left and right. And when they do, you'll make percentages of it. Remember when I started early and said, this will be the best thing you've ever seen? I'm sure it has been. And I'm not saying that from a position of arrogance. I've traveled the world. I have a couple of degrees. I've made money. I've sat in circles. I have good friends. I know a lot of people. I'm well read. I've never seen anything like this. Nothing remotely close. Now, there are all type of money games out there, and I won't mention the money games, but there are money games out there that have these aggressive plans, and it's all contingent on people put money in. But remember when we started, this doesn't work if it wasn't for Dr. Anna and Endotech trading our money. So if you remove Dr. Anna and Endotech, then this is a money game and it'll fall apart. It'll fall apart like all the other ones do. But when you add a solid company that's been around for years, trading for folks, and they decide to partner with us, they're the backbone of the money. This is not a money game. This is amazing. So lastly, the last way that we're compensated, and this is where my head went crazy. It even goes crazy explaining it. Remember, as I started earlier, in a smart contract, once something's tied in, it's tied in. It cannot be manipulated or changed. So they tied in, they programmed another bonus. This is called an infinity bonus. With this infinity bonus, which is amazing, you get paid to infinity. 1% of any trading dollars that comes out in your unilevel, not in your matrix, but your unilevel, meaning they're connected to you because you brought in one person, who brought in one person, who brought in one person, who brought in one person. So let me tell you how the promotion works. The pace of the promotion. If you reach $1 million in total team funding, your first 30 days, which is simple. I personally have 20 people right now. But while you're watching this, or maybe you watch this after we launched, but if you're watching this on the day we launch, I personally have 20 people launching today. They're all putting in $100,000 times 20. Do the math on that. Ladies and gentlemen, once you have just $1 million in trading funds or funds that are put in, you do that within 30 days, or as soon as you do it. Doesn't have to. The system's not going to wait for you to do the 30 days. As soon as you do it, you now will get 1% on everybody in your unilevel, not your matrix, but your unilevel is this person, brought in this person, brought in this person, who brought in this person, all the way down. Now, let's say you didn't bring me on board, but I end up on your 300th level. I'm 300 levels down. And I hit this promotion too within my 30 days. Well, let's say I didn't hit it within 30 days or you didn't hit it within 30 days. There's another option. Once you and your group do 10 million in lifetime funding, there's no monthly qualifications here either, guys. Like the network marketing industry, there's always a monthly qualification. These numbers are cumulative. So if you don't do a million your first 30 days, but you and your group, whenever you hit 10 million, okay, you now get paid 1% going all the way down, which is amazing. Okay, which is amazing. Now, it's very important. I want to make this very, very important. Let's say I'm on your 300th level. Okay, I'm on your 300th level. And this is where it gets crazy, guys. This is where it really, really gets crazy. I'm on your 300th level, and I hit this bonus also within my first 30 days. And I have a lot of people who I brought on board straight down that line, or wide or straight down, doesn't matter. Then I'm going to cut you off. So look at this example here. This is you. Let's just say I'm on your 300th level. I'm going to cut you off. You're no longer going to make 1% on these folks because I hit the bonus too. Well, while you won't make 100% on these folks, I'll make 1% on these folks. You'll make 100% check match on every check I get on these folks. Now, you're already making 1% on all your people. But once I cut you off because I hit this promotion, whether it was in 30 days or whether it was in, whenever I hit it, now all the folks that I brought on board or they brought on board, I'm getting 1%, but you're going to get a 100% check match. So if I make 100 grand, because all these 1%, you make 100 grand. And I'm on your 300th level. You don't even know me. Well, let's say somebody joins on my 1000th level. They're 1,000 levels down from me, puts them on your 1,300th level. But they're 1,000 levels down from me, and they hit this bonus too. Well, they're going to cut me off, and I'm no longer going to get those 1%, and I'll get the 100% check match. If they make 100,000, I'll make 100,000. But you'll still get a 50% check match. They're on your 1,300th level. You'll still get a 50% check match. So if they make 100,000, you'll make 50,000. This is why we're turning the world upside down. I want to make this very clear to everybody who's watching this. You know what? Here's the last slide here. Here's the referral plan. This is the recap. Go ahead and read over it real quick. That's the recap of everything I just went over. But I want to talk to someone right now. I want to talk to you guys. Let's go here. We're going to stop the screen share. Okay, bring my camera in. Okay, the screen share stop. I want you to understand something. And I stated earlier, how many times if someone came to you and said, "Oh, this is the best thing ever. We're gonna make a ton of money." This is the best thing ever. You're gonna make a ton of money. There's nothing that's ever been done like this before. I'm personally so appreciative to Jeremy Roma, Edwin, Dr. Anna, for Jeremy actually, being a brainchild with this, and Dr. Anna connecting with him, and his friend Edward connecting them. Jeremy giving me a call. Some of you are some of the top leaders in the network marketing industry. Some of you are entertainers. Some of you are moguls in investments groups. You know who you are. We won't mention names. You now have a chance to refer some folks so they can make the money that you're making. I know you're going to the Maldives, you're going here, and sometimes you got to pay for your friends to go, whatever. No more. They'll have their own money because this is phenomenal. It's incredible. And so if someone invited you to look at this, don't take this for granted. And I'll be honest with you. I don't know why you wouldn't do this. We're decentralized. It's cryptocurrency. It's not regulated. It's on the blockchain. It's a smart contract that plays within nanoseconds. And then when people take their money out, you get paid again. Let me know. Oh, I forgot the best part. You never even have to talk to anybody. You refer people, you fall into the matrix, and then people fall into your matrix also. Do me a favor, because I want to make sure I'm not crazy. Let me know why you wouldn't want to do this. Let the person who sent this to you know why you won't want to do this. And lastly, I want to say this to you. Timing and positioning is everything. You saw that matrix. People are going to fall under your matrix. And it'll cap out. There'll be nothing you can do to stop it. So here are the things I'll say to you. If you're watching this, go find your 24 people. Max out that matrix. Go find 24 people. You'll do that in your sleep. Okay? Make sure you get the highest pack that you possibly can afford. I don't want to spend your money because I don't want you to spend mine. But get what you possibly can afford. Okay? And that's important. and make sure, you know, that, and you have to say this for every investment, okay? Invest whatever you can afford to lose, though nobody's lost with this program, with Dr. Anna, and people are happy. And so I want to thank you for spending some time with me. I know it was long. Okay, if it was something that was shabby, we could do it in 15, 20 minutes. But it's one of the largest undertakings that you'll probably ever be involved in. And so I'm glad you took the time. Get with the person and say, hey, send me your link right now. They'll show you how to get things set up. We're using Tron. You know, at this point, we're using Tron. That's the cryptocurrency we're using. And the reason why I waited to the end to say that, because it may change. But currently, we're using Tron. They'll show you how to set up a Tron wallet to connect everything to our app. And you rock and roll and make money for you and your family. Okay? We look forward to working with you. God bless you. See you at the top.